Okay, Kohalayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. My name is Lamadia, and the name of this video is going to be entitled Wallflower. So the inspiration was drawn from a statement that the Elder Apostle Gabal had made last Saturday, and the Elder Apostle Tahar had mentioned it in his video as well about not being wallflowers and getting and becoming more active. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So the first thing I want to do is pull up the meaning for this term wallflower. So now, hold up, Slakia. Okay, let me try something. So as you see here, it's associated as with the word Shah. Now it says a wallflower is someone who's so shy that they typically stand or sit alone rather than engaging with a large group. If you tend to be an introvert and a bit awkward at parties, you might describe yourself as a wallflower. So that's the meaning they have for wallflower, and they're associated with the word shy. Now, I'm gonna read it again, and I'm gonna follow up with scriptures. So, a wallflower is someone who's so shy that they typically stand or sit alone rather than engaging with a large group or with a larger group. So, oftentimes when I hear this term wallflower, it's usually is being referenced to a person that go to the party, and then music is playing, everybody up and dancing, getting down, but then you have people that usually stand on the wall. You call those people wallflowers. Rather engaging with the music or the tune, they just stand on the wall, trying to look cool. So now, this letter led me to look up the word shy, and I have here the word shy. Just the English definition. It says being reserved or having or showing nervousness or timid, timidity in the company of other people. Now we go down here. It gives you the origin of the word, and it take you back. It says we got this German word, then you got the word shun. So a person that is shy is pretty much a person that shun things out. And they usually shun things out because they don't want the attention, and they don't engage or participate. But when it comes to the music of the Most High, that's not what you want to be. A wallflower, a person that's shy, meaning that shun away. And 1 Peter 2:5 says this: Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and a holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifice acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. And the scriptures reference us as being lively stones. What are lively stones? Lively stones are precious stones that illuminates more when the light or the sun hits it. like emeralds. I should have to spell precious stones, but yeah, those are precious stones that people put on jewelry rather than because nobody goes around unless you just a weirdo, but nobody goes around with rocks, just regular rocks that you can find anywhere and put on a gold necklace. You put precious stones. You put them precious stones on it so it could get that glittery sparkle. So that's how we supposed to be, lively stones. Now, Revelation the 14th chapter, it goes into this word being a song. Now I'm gonna start all the way at verse 1 until I get to the point. And it says, "And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion." Now, Mount Zion is referencing towards the nation of Israel. The word Zion is from the Hebrew word to Zion, which means monument, something that you remember. And the lamb that stood on Mount Zion was is Yahushua. He symbolized the lamb. And with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. Now the 144,000 is comprised of the 1/3, but the 144,000 is the governing body of the 1/3, but it's also is comprised of the 1/3. And it says, "And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, as the voice of a great number." It's like a great thunder. "And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps." Now, that voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunder, is Yahweh's voice. "And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps." And that represents us. Because Yahweh is the word. And the word is symbolized as the tune or the music. And we're not singing our own tune. We singing the words of Yahweh. "And I heard the voice of harpers." So we're the harpers harping with their harps. That's what we do when we go out and teach. And they sung it as it were. And they sung as it was a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which was redeemed from the earth. Redeemed from the earth meaning delivered from the pending destruction. So the 144,000 is going to be delivered from this coming destruction, because those are the ones that know the lyrics to the song, which is the word. And Matthew 11:16. But unto shall I liken this generation. It is like unto children sitting in the market. The markets, the word in the Greek is agora, which will be the where people will go and congregate. And you look up in the history, a lot of times there was often debates, and people buy and sell, and it says and call it unto their fellows, and saying, "We have piped unto you." The pipe that we using is the scriptures, the Bible, and it says, "And ye have not danced." That's a person that is a wallflower. Now we read that someone who's so shy that they typically, let me highlight the word shy, that they typically stand or sit alone rather than engaging with a large group. And when we look at the word shy, it took us to mean shun. So a person that is shy is someone that shuns the word of the Most High. So those are the one that have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. And there you go. So that's pretty much it. You know, I wanted to keep it pretty much small, well, short. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom.